What is up, guys? We're doing a quick test stream here. It's been a minute. What's up, guys? I just got to get the YouTube thumbnail fixed real quick. And we'll get started. I'm just doing a quick stream here, trying to test all my equipment. And also, this is the first time that I've streamed from the Game Gear. So I'm actually playing with my Game Gear here. I'm not emulating. So, and I've got my EverDrive set in there. So that's what you're seeing at the moment. So, just a second as I get this thumbnail updated real quick. Hope everybody's doing well. This is the first stream I've gotten to do in about a month. I haven't streamed in about a month, so I was like, hey, it's about time. And we have a potential stream planned as well for Friday, so that's the plan as of now. Hopefully, if I can keep everything working okay and doing good, then we'll get back to a regular stream schedule. I have adjusted, I'll talk while I'm getting this thumbnail fixed. I have adjusted, hopefully you can hear me okay. Again, I haven't streamed in a while. Black screen right now. Yeah, let me know if when I turn a game on, if you see it okay. Let's see, I'll turn on. Let's do the Japanese Aladdin. This is the EverDrive screen. I've got my EverDrive in my Game Gear at the moment. Let me know if you guys see it okay. I see it fine. But I'm going to... So here's the plan as of now. I think it's going to be the schedule going forward until, I can figure out maybe something to get a little more, but we're going to have daily shorts still, so at least a short a day every day. But I'm going to be doing one video a week instead of 3. Since I've changed things to be with, it's just me doing things, I am planning to change some stuff around and focus more on the things that I'm interested in and the things I really do want to cover. So I'm thinking that, and then maybe a stream or 2 a week. Potentially, we'll have to see what I can work out. But at the very least, I would like to have 1 stream a week, 1 long-form YouTube video, and then as well as the daily shorts. So that's kind of the plan. So less long-form videos, but something more manageable, because just trying to keep up with social media, for me, I'm spending an ungodly amount of time just keeping up with it, and it takes a lot. It's not unheard of for me to have 10 to 12 hours a day spent on my phone just with social media. That's not even with the content stuff. Although doing that, as far as the video content, I mean, like the shorts and reels and the long form video. So I'm really wanting to cut back on the time spent on social media, because it's just too much. It's been nice to build up what I have and to have the community that we have, especially on Facebook. That's where things have really, sort of popped off. But I want it to be more manageable for my mental health and to be able to just have it more compact, where maybe not posting as much, but I also don't want to feel like I have to be on social media so much. It's a lot. So I'm hoping I can, sort of cut things down to where it's more manageable, but 1 long form video a week, that's the plan for that. And then, just kind of moving forward from there. Of course, the podcast every Sunday, that's not going anywhere. We are doing some minor adjustments on it, but not going anywhere with it. So that is the plan. Junction Media. Alright. Sorry, guys. Just getting this thumbnail in here real quick, and then... trying to remember where to add it in at. It's been a while since I've done it this way. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the plan as of now, to make it... And I would like to inevitably cut things down a little bit more than that. would be the plan. So we'll just have to see where things go. It's been a lot. The social media itself has just been, bonkers. And I do that for all of you guys, and to be able to have a cool community in place, and so. Okay. Alright, got thumbnail updated. Sorry, guys. So we'll go ahead and do this. But this is the first time I've streamed directly from my Game Gear. It's a modded Game Gear, so it's got HDMI out, which is really cool. Let me pull it back up. So I'll show you guys. I've got it hooked up here with HDMI. Hey, Jeanette, how's it going? I enjoy the page immensely. Thank you. Hey, I really appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Mystic Lees? How's it going? Yep, just doing streaming some Game Gear here. I've got my modded Game Gears. First time I plugged it in to do anything other than capture some footage. So yeah, I'll kind of do a little show around on this because it's very interesting. So I got my EverDrive in here. That way I'm playing all FPGA exactly the way you would with a standard cart. And I can show you I've got the full library on here, plus homebrew, plus some hacks, plus, yeah, I mean, I've even got Sega Master System on here, so not even just Game Gear games, but the Master System games run very well on here because Master System and Game Gear are essentially the same thing. Most games will run universally on each one if you're using EverDrive, and a lot of games came to each. Hey, what's up, Simplicity? So we've got, Lion King, everything's in here. This is the full library. So let's do some Mega Man. It's like a $500 game. Why not test it out on here? I love this game, though it's not an amazing Mega Man game, but I still love it. Give me just a second. Sorry, I need to grab a drink. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. So we're going to check out some Mega Man on Game Gear. Again, if you just popped in here, I'm streaming from an actual Game Gear. We've got an HDMI out mod on here. So we're going to check out this immensely hard game. If you never played Mega Man for the Game Gear, it's hard. I'll put it that way. It's very hard. So you got 4 Robot Masters here right now. I beat this back in the day. Mega Man is my favorite series along with Zelda. So let's see, we got some people on here from Facebook, a couple from YouTube. Hope everybody's doing well. One on Twitch. Nice. Let's do Stone Man's pretty difficult. I think it's best to start with Starman. But I'm not 100% sure. So I'm actually using my Game Gear to play. So I'm looking at it on the screen, using my Game Gear as if I'm playing on here. It's interesting. It's interesting to play this way. There also is ways to implement a controller here in like this particular situation or whatever. So there's you can do it however you want. Though I prefer to play my Game Gear games, with the Game Gear. So hey, welcome to the stream. Again, we are doing this from a Game Gear itself. So I'm using it as a controller right now. I'm playing it on the laptop screen. So y'all can see me. Oh, already. And then I'm hoping, working on upgrading equipment. So everything from the camera, mostly the audio needs a big upgrade, but getting a new 4K camera, as well as I plan on getting at some point the 4K Elgato capture card. Mystically, are you still in here? Dang, my watch is being wild. Sorry, I've got it buzzing. Okay. Alright. Yeah, definitely not by no means an easy game. One of the harder Mega Man games. And, you know, 1 through 6 in general are not easy games. So yeah, I mean, some of the problems with this game, you know, objectively speaking, as much as I love it, you don't have much screen real estate, so it's hard to see things. There is some judder from the game, so the frame rate's not the greatest thing in the world. And also, I would say, and I think others agree with this point, that the Robot Masters in this game are kind of lackluster. They're definitely not any of like the best Robot Masters out there. They're pretty uninspired, if you will. But at this point that this came out, I mean, we already had so many Robot Masters, and of course since we've got way more. But yeah, it's good stuff though. I know, one of my battery. And I died. So you get the gist of that. Let's check out another game. I want to kind of show you guys the EverDrive, and I'll link that in the chat where you can buy that as well. Just a second. But yeah, you can get these EverDrives from Crix himself, or you can get them from also StoneAgeGamer.com. So I'll link both if you're interested. But yeah, I mean, the EverDrives for all the systems I recommend. Definitely the way to go for retro gaming, especially right now with the prices and things the way they are. It's ludicrous on some of the price. Like this Mega Man, for instance, like a $500 game, and I could never, you know, even as a Mega Man fan, I do plan to get the whole series at some point, just because it is my favorite series, and I would love to have those games physically, but like I'm in no hurry for most of these. You know, there's other ways to play. Alright, so let's see. Right now we're looking at the Game Gear games. So let's Fantasy Stars on there. Here's a Japanese game, Pocket Jansu. Let's check that out. Don't think I played this game. And thank you so much if you're watching on YouTube. That helps our watch time immensely. I'm definitely working on trying to get the watch time up so we can get monetized. So every person just watching, even in the background, it helps out a lot. So I truly appreciate that. Getting very close to making progress on the watch time stuff. It's not easy. It's the harder part of YouTube, unfortunately. So yeah, again, streaming from the Game Gear itself. Get the HDMI out, and I'm actually playing it and using it as a controller. Okay, let's not play this. It's a I moved it back to the Game Gear by accident. All right, there we go. All right, there is like button combinations you gotta do on the Game Gear, since you only have, you know, 2 actual buttons and the start button, so you gotta do like. I keep forgetting what's what. Poker Face, bunch of poker games. Yeah, I've got the full Game Gear library on here. There's still some homebrews and hacks I'd like to add in, but I do got a few. But I don't have everything. Let's see. Tales of Adventure is a great one, but I just played it not super long ago. There's a Japanese version. Let's do Superman. Is this the European version? It's the beta. Oh, that's the Superman beta. So let's do... Here's the actual game. Here's the beta. Let's try the beta. I haven't played the European beta before. Yeah, there's a ton of beta games on here as well that you can download and put on your EverDrive and things like that. High score based game. Alright. I don't know what I just did there, but I did something. Alright. That'll work. Let's do that. Seems Twitch is still... Ah, great. I'll have to look into it. Thanks for letting me know, man. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Well, I don't know why it does that. It's not... It's wild. Very strange that it does that. I'll have to figure out what is exactly causing that, because I'm not sure. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, so I'll just turn it off on there for now. But thanks for letting me know. That stinks. But yeah, let's try this out. This is Superman. This is the beta. Yeah, man, glad to catch you too. I haven't gotten to stream in almost a month, so but yeah, I was telling everybody, you know, sort of the update with things, sort of the schedule that I'll have, and the goal is right now I'm moving to one long form video a week, still keeping daily shorts, and I'm hoping to get 1 to 2 streams a weekend, but I keep doing the button combination to send it back to my Game Gear, because you like send it from the one screen when you're doing the HDMI out to the other. I keep hitting button combinations by accident. Still trying to figure it out. I haven't gotten to mess with the Game Gear a ton. They shoot lasers. This is the beta, so maybe it doesn't... Oh! You can do it when you fly. I don't even know how I started flying, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm hoping 1 to 2 streams a week, and then of course the podcast. Working out the logistics of everything with the podcast, because we're going to be switching to the format that I've sort of talked about before, and that I'm essentially going back to the original format of the podcast. We are looking, I'll be putting a post out in the next day, probably tomorrow. We're going to be looking for around 7 to 8 people for the podcast. And the goal is to have 5 to 6 people on every week, you know, and have a few extra regular co-hosts on. And, you know, a few extra in case somebody can't make it for a Sunday. That I wish it would stop doing that. This is driving me crazy. Keeps wanting to send it back to my... Alright, let's do... Trying to go back to the EverDrive. There. A little wonky with the controls on getting back to the EverDrive and stuff, so still figuring it all out. Tyson Jong, Tyson Gata, Dyson Rini. Alright, so yeah, these are all the Game Gear stuff. Let's look what's on Master System here. Wrong thing. No intro. Master System and Mark III. Which is a lot more on here, obviously, than Game Gear, so let's do... That's the beta for eSWAT. Let's try eSWATs. But yeah, I won't be on here too much longer, probably 10-15 minutes. Just wanted to do a quick thing to test out setup, because I had to essentially reset everything up and wanted to make sure stuff was good to go for when I needed to. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to reformatting the podcast and kind of getting it back on track. Essentially, what we're doing is it's became where it's been just about the guest. So I'm doing away with weekly guests every week. I would love to have guests in every now and then that maybe, you know, have experience with content or podcasts and things like that. But I feel like it's held back the podcast in many ways, and then sponsors that have wanted to work with us have, you know, not particularly like the current format, and also people haven't. So I've listened to all the feedback, and, you know, I like the way things were before, pre-January, essentially. So looking forward to going back to that sort of format. This game is hard as balls. Also very confusing. These keep coming, man. Holy crap. I can't even make it like 2 steps without like 16,000 people coming. Oh my lord. What is going? Gotta love that Master System screen tear. Oh no, I'm out of ammo. I think. Dang. Alright, well this is not my particular game here, but it's a wild one for sure. Yeah, we got our pumpkin show going